Hello, we are the UER from University of Economics, the University of Da Nang in Vietnam, and we are very pleased to get to the final top 10 of the competition. We would like to present to you guys our decision strategy through 6 rounds. First, we will talk to you about our division strategy.
First of all, we start the game by analyzing the environment. The demand has been gradually decreased through the season, so we can adjust the finished goods inventory to put them in round 5 and 6. Next, we analyze the current financial statement. Next slide. In round 0, we figured out that in cost structure, market 1 has high costs, especially in operating expense, so we decide to decrease the marketing expense in this market. Moreover, the logistic expense has been increased gradually from market 1 to market 4. In conclusion, we decide that our strategy will be low cost by focusing on increased sale in market 1 and 2. So we set a high allocation and quite low unit price compared to competitors. Why? We minimizing costs in market 3 and 4 due to logistic expense and reducing allocation in these 2 markets. We also try to maintain the ship work chain by 2 times or lower than that. We maintain high coefficient of raw material by invest in equipment and maintenance. And we keep the raw material in the safe now to avoid certain purchasing. Because of the high inflation, we decided to buy a large quantity of material at first round and decrease the quantity gradually. Especially at the final round, we only purchase a very small number of it. We also invest in marketing expense and R&D from the beginning and decrease gradually. At market 1 and 2, we set a high number of marketing expense is to purchase goods faster.
So next, we will talk to you about our specific decisions. In the first round, we made decisions following the strategy mentioned before, and we got profit as expected. Luckily, we were the most profitable in the group. Move to the round 2, we still follow the strategy. However, this time the profit was less. There was a lot of finished goods inventory left because we set high prices and for all markets. And moreover, the number of product quality and product image were not high due to less investment in marketing and R&D. So our product could not be attractive in comparison with others. It led to the decrease in market share in the following rounds.
After getting profit on round 1 and 2, we had some problem on round 3 and 4 that our profit was negative. We realized that the demand in season decreased, so we decided to reduce the amount of production. However, we did not accurately predict the output supply for market. Therefore, it led to our negative profit result in round 3 and 4. The season indicator showed that the demand was decreasing, so we decided to decrease our production amount, but this change made the increase in working shift cost. The decrease in allocation and the increase in cost lead to an increase in the cost of goods sold. Meanwhile, the selling price is lower than the cost of goods sold, so our profit was negative. After round 3, we figured out the problem that led to the reduction in profit, so we changed our decision in round 4. The demand in round 3 and 4 are the same. So in round 4, we try to make decisions that focus on reducing cost of goods sold while still setting the same allocation. As a result, in round 4, the loss in profit was significantly decreased.
The next part is reviving the round 5 and 6. We decided to increase in both 4 markets. In addition, in the rounds 5, we decreased the amount of product allocation of markets 3 and 4 to ensure our inventories could be sold totally. In the last round, there were 2 companies that went to bankruptcy. So we know that's what a chance to increase price and decrease material purchase amount. As a result, we gain profitability.
Thank you for your listening.
Thank you to the team. Now the Q&A session from our judges. Judges, whenever you're ready.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes.
You sure? Okay.
Hello?
We apply one host strategy. Do you think will be use of that strategy successfully? Because Greenland 4 or 5 will still suffering worst because of the high host.
Sorry, the speaker is not clear.
Can you please repeat the question for us?
Can you please repeat the question for us? What? You mentioned you applied the low host strategy. And during 1, 2, 4, 5, you were suffering a loss because of high host. You mentioned you have applied that strategy successfully.
Sorry, can you type the question on the box chat? Because we don't hear.
Okay. Wait a moment. Judge will type question in the chat. Okay.
Okay, thank you so
the
much.
chat.
Thank you.
Could you see the question?
Yes, we can see the question. And can we ask for about 1 minute to discuss?
Okay. ทำยังไง
So I will answer your question. I think we don't successfully in applying the low cost strategy because the route 3 and 4 we have the high cost, but we still recognize and we find out that we don't lose so much because the allocation, the product is in the competitor very high, but they lost in it, and we put the allocation low and put the high price.
Let's give a big hand to welcome Dallas. Good afternoon, fellow judges, guests, and students. We are Doris from Hong Kong BU. I'm Vanessa. Today, I would like to talk about our experience for today. To start with, our business goal is to provide quality and economical products and pursue continuous development. We think that accurately estimated the potential demand is the key to success today, which ends up earning the highest profit of the last round. This part, I will talk about how we analyze the markets and thus determine a strategy. Firstly, we consider 5 aspects by choosing a strategy, just like market characteristics, economic environment, and the overall market environment to estimate the potential demand and carefully making planning in production. Estimating the production allocation is our main focus for today. We'll consider the production allocation according to the factors like logistic costs, the market growth rates, and other effects. And we aim to occupy the most market share in the market from the very beginning. Now I'll pass to Benjamin.
Thank you, Vanessa. So now me and Jenny will talk about the planning stage and implementation of our strategy and for today's game. So in determining to choose which strategy to use, we first have to take a look into the background information in the first round, such as the price index, economic growth rate, and seasonal indicator. As for today's game, it means that the initial economic growth rate would be 108.7, so as you can see from the top part. However, we have also noticed that the seasonal indicator for the upcoming rounds are all less than 100, which would result in lowering the economic growth rate, such that although there should be an increase of the entire economy, but we shall not be as flourishing as the other games that we have played in the previous months. Thus, at that moment, we have decided to play safe in today's simulation game, which when choosing the 3 major business strategy, we think that for differentiation would be a high risk and high reward strategy. And while taking a look for the niche market strategy, we notice that one of the golden fruity market shares, thus after assessing all the factors of risk and returns, we have finally chosen cost leadership strategy as our main business strategy today. And now I'll pass the time to Jenny for further elaboration of the details of our implementation plans.
Thank you, Benjamin. Now I will share how we implement the strategy. Well, first, we need to determine how to allocate the production units. So we need to estimate the potential demand first. Economic growth rate and also inflation rates are the 2 important factors that we need to consider. For today's competition, there is a huge decrease in the seasonal indicators compared with the previous workshop that we have withdrawn. So we estimate the potential demand would grow at a decreasing rate. And we need to consider the production capacity and also the raw material inventory to determine if we can meet the potential demand. To allocate the production unit into 4 different markets, we will make decisions based on the profitability and also the growth of each market. Another important step is setting the price. We need to ensure the price that we set will not be too high or too low or too low as it will affect the potential demand. First, we choose cost leadership. That's why our price at that set will be relatively lower than the competitors. Then we also need to consider competitors' prices, price elasticity, and also our product image and quality to determine the increase or decrease of the price. We These are the steps that we have taken to determine and meet the potential demand and how we implement their strategy. And now I'll pass the mic to Peter to discuss the review.
Thank you, Jenny. When it comes to the last part review, after about 2 months worth of training, we become more sensitive to the economic data and have a better understanding of the economic analysis. Before we jump to the decision part, as the potential demand is crucial information we need to know in the market. So we will firstly estimate the potential demand in the coming round. By utilizing the key factors such as our price compared with other competitors, marketing campaign effect and R&D, those information will help us to have a better understanding and estimation on the potential demand. As we can see from the slides, the orange lines are representing the potential demand and the blue bar chart is representing our sales volume. In today's competition, we can see the potential demand and our sales volume is nearly the same in those 6 rounds. We have determined and estimated the potential demand in a more accurate figure in both 6 rounds. And we have chosen the best strategy for today's economic environment, and I think we have a good improvement in the data analysis skill after 2 months training. So that's the end of our presentation. Thank you. Thank you. The rest whenever you are ready. Hello. So as I already put some resources on the R&D and marketing activities. So then, can you share a little bit more on how you justify the resources to balance the resources you put in that marketing activities versus the R&D?
Well, because as from our previous experience, we found that R&D has actually a cumulative effect. For example, we put like 200,000 for the first round, then the effect will be decreasing for like about 0.66% for the upcoming rounds. And however, for marketing campaign effect, it actually has an immediate effect and lesser cumulative effect for the upcoming rounds. So while we decided to use the cost leadership strategy today, we think that for R&D, we don't have to actually put that much. But however, as we noticed from the background information that I mentioned in the first round, we actually, so that we think that it will be good choice if you have put more for the market expense instead of R&D.
I have a follow-up question. Talking about R&D, after this exercise, can you estimate the norm of the effect of the R&D? For example, like how many, what exactly would delay of the marketing, your R&D effect after you put the investment on there? Because there is no instant effect, as I know that when you put the resources on R&D. But after this exercise, I wanted to ask, how much the period that you can estimate the delay of the effect.
Based on our previous experiences, we think that R&D expenses has the effect, but the effect is not as immediate as the market one, because for the R&D expenses, we put a lot of money on that, and then the product quality will increase a lot. But if the environment is in inflation, then it's good because we can get a high price. But if inflation is a very risky strategy, because we put a lot of money on R&D, but then the environment is not really good, and it is risky because we may easily get a net loss. But for the effect, we think that the market one is relatively more stable, because no matter it's inflation or inflation, as long as we put high amounts on the marketing expenses, then the effect is quite obvious based on our experience in the workshop. So for today, because the background is the growth rate is at a decreasing rate, so we chose to put more into the marketing instead of the R&D.
Okay, girls, please take a seat at the hall.
Okay. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are Team Hotdog from National United University in Taiwan. Let me introduce our entire decision and strategy. This is our contents. Okay, so when the competition starts, we don't have enough available information to refer. So it all depends on inflation rate, economic growth rate, and the market share deferred effect in environment. Moreover, during a 6-week workshop, we find that economic growth rate is an important indicator which is direct to affect the market size and every single company's sales volumes. So we keep checking on economic growth rate to decide our strategies. If the market increases in demand, we'll focus on equipment investment. On the contrary, if the market decreases in demand, we'll concentrate on price, product image, and the quality. If this situation happens, we'll invest in R&D and maintain expense. And next, our strategies and solutions. To meet the market demand, we test the water at round 1 to look whether the market demand is increased. And there are 2 strategies we prepared. First, market demand is increased. Overall cost leadership strategy is a good idea because we can focus on the cost, which we can purchase more raw material to lower the price. Second, market demand is decreased. Differentiation strategy is better because we can increase product value by invest marketing and the quality. Now, those are the solutions. Following the data from the other companies, we control the price and the marketing expense every round. First, the price. To avoid the competitors lower their price to muscle for market share in any round. So we change our price in every round. Second, marketing expense. We think that goods are not usually sold at price that exceed the quantity of goods in reality. So we won't make the market expense twice than production request. Next, our implementation and problems. Before the round 1, we know that the marketing demand is decreased. So we use differentiation strategy to hire our marketing expense, R&D expense, and maintain expense. You can see our marketing expense are not twice than production request. As you can see, our sales volume is almost meets the potential demand. That's a good sign. That means we are nearly no inventory expense. In round 2, to sell more goods, we try to increase the marketing expense and R&D expense. As a result, you can see there are a little finished good inventory active. Round 3, the most important round, because if our raw material is not enough, we can purchase in time. Also, the raw material price is lower. We notice that we have good revenue, but net profit is too low. So we decide to lower our cost in round 3, which is content marketing, maintain expense, and the equipment investment. Round 4, we decide to produce more inventory due to spring, the higher season index. We also raise our product price to decrease the sale volume because the produced capacity is not enough. The result, you can see that. Round 5, there are 2 companies which were bankrupt. So we have
30 seconds.
round four ends. Again, we raise the price, make the produce capacity maximum to meet the product allocation. In the last round, confirm our product image and quality is high enough. We still raise the price and sell all the product. As more, we can keep the profit. And this is the end of the result.
Time's up.
Okay.
Thank you for that. Judges, wherever you're ready.
And sorry, I can hear clearly.
Testing. Testing. Can you hear me clearly? Teams, can you hear me?
There any question be request?
Hello, can you hear me?
Sorry, I can hear clearly. Could you repeat that again? Or type in questions. We can.
Okay. Just one simple question.
Okay.
Let me try. Okay. What is your strategy for looking for the market share? How do you make sure your market share is maintained on a high side?
When the market share be controlled, that we also control that. We also notice the price and the market share between our competitors. Okay, oh, that's a sorry. That's a simple question. And we invest a lot of much marketing expense on this competition.
against competition.
Kind of differentiation strategies. Oh, well, first we raise the quality expense to keep our quality is the best in this competition. And the second, we keep to invest our marketing expense to keep our marketing is the highest. We use the sales status to forecast their action, so we can know the price at the.
A very good evening to Mr. Michael, fellow judges, fellow guests, and fellow participants. We are Team Vikings from Malaysia. I'm Jolene, Chung Kiet, Shu Hang, and In. So right now, I will pass the time to Chung Kiet.
Okay, so for me, I handle in the purchasing department. In our group, we purchase at 2 rounds in round 0, round 3, round 5 to avoid high prices because high prices fluctuate due to the demand. We purchase during low price at under $1.20, considering raw material holding costs. Apart from that, we also considered variables such as conversion rate, price index, production capacity, and equipment investment. As you can see here, round 0, when we bought our raw material, it's at $1.15. But at round 1, we bought. If we didn't bought in round 0, our round 1 prices will be $1.93. So it's obviously more expensive than round 0. I will pass it to my next groupmate.
So my name is Shu Hang. So I will be talking and discussing about on the marketing and production department. So marketing as a major part of our group, we spend an average of 2 million on marketing and about approximately 1 million on R&D. It's considering as a significant portion in our cost structure to ensure our rise in product quality as well as the product efficiency, which subsequently affect the total demand in each round. The second one is the little investment made. It's basically happened during the first round with the rationale of to familiarize with the market competitiveness. We need to understand and know what the competitors are going to do next. So the third one, average 200K to 400K investment. This one is basically for the equipment investment. This one will maintain the capacity of our production capacity not lower than 1.3 million per round. So with the maintenance of investment, so we can make sure that we won't be lower than 1.3 and we can earn a significant amount of revenue. Since forecasting our competitor Dongwu uprising investment for higher capacity. So to conclude this part, we increase our investment gradually on R&D and marketing. This one will outperform our major competitor as lacking of market share of 15% in round 1, along with the limited capacity in production. So I'll end my discussion.
As for our financial department, our priority was to reduce the 4 million loan in round 0. Even though paying off the loan was our priority, but we also took a loan to accommodate our expenses as the interest rate was at 3%. Later, when we managed to gain net profit, we have paid off some of our bank loan to prevent the occurrence of bankruptcy. Besides, we decided to increase our prices in every round to gain maximum profit, while the price elasticity effects and the business environments like economic growth rate were taken into consideration. But in the final round, we chose to reduce the prices as an effort to earn market share, which will then boost our sales and profit. Right now, I will pass this to the decisional factors.
Hi, so I'm Damien and I'll be talking about our decisional factors. So primarily, our emphasis was on product image as well as product quality. As this was tested from our round 1, that we saw a boost in sales volume, market share, and product quality actually enabled for us to perform better in our given environment. And next is that the deferred effect was low. So this also acted as a catalyst for our decision making. So we provided emphasis on our decision making based on low market deferred effect, as opposed to prioritizing our market share in order to take advantage of this particular aspect, which is the low market deferred effect for this particular simulation. And next is that we also took reduction in unit prices, as this paired with improvements made in aspects such as our product image and product quality enabled for us to capture larger markets and allowing us to boost in market share. Coming will be the situational reduction of all redundant expenses, which could be seen evidently during our final round, where we eliminated material purchasing quantity and equipment investments and only investing in marketing, R&D to retain product quality. All right.
I would say that the impact of R&D in the first 3 rounds, right, it didn't actually help much in our product market and our product image and product quality. More on our product quality, but as we decided to increase the R&D expenses, we managed to boost our product quality as compared to our competitors.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are Team Tapioca. First of all, our presentation is divided into 3 parts, including introduction, decision making, and our conclusion. So first of all, we are introduce our team members. So we are Team Tapioca, and this is our team members. I'm Su Jingjing, and I'm Dou Shiyu. These are team members, and next we're going to move on our decision making, how we make our decision. So before we start, and first of all, we assessing business environment which would affect our future decision making. For example, macroeconomic environment such as economic growth rate indicator, inflation, especially for the inflation that the higher inflation we will get the rate, we're raising our pricing. And another is like an industry background. Especially we focus on the marketing campaign which market 134 with high effect. And for that reason, we make another decision for the first round. So, and that's what we encounter our first trial and a little mistake about our first decision. For our first round, because we think about that our marketing campaign effect is higher. So, and first we get a low pricing strategy. Pricing penetration. We adopt marketing penetration strategy. So to lower price and to grab most of the market share and increase research and development expense to get a higher quality. And the more marketing expense and the more production image we get. But however, we can see that with the lower pricing strategy did not work for us. So we raise our pricing and just and maintain our production, product quality and product image. So to conclude, and as you can see, this is our overall performance. We use Excel to calculate the necessary inventory and our materials. And each round, we did not really set our objective. We decided our decision making for each round. We comparing our competitor to adjust to our production so that we could provide sufficient production volume to cope with market demand. And the most important thing is we're just focused on our
we get our market campaign expense and minimize the average maintenance expenses. Thank you. And the last is our Q&A section. So for our first questions about, apart from the low cost strategy, we using like a marketing strategy. We use most of our expense in marketing, so we can evaluate to get a better market share. As you can see from our overall performance, because our marketing section is, as you can see from the industrial background, we know about that the marketing campaign effect is really high and will be like to affect the market. So first, we using the lower prices is an arrow for doing that. So we at the last section we just focus on like raising pricing for the marketing expense. Thank you. Because as you can see from the macroeconomic environment, we can know about the R&D research and development impact is lower. So we just put a little bit expense. As you can see from here, just lower effect. So we do not focus on the R&D research and development expense. Thank you.
Lastly, we invite Mr. Chen to present our final results and our achievement today. Okay, so now it's time to review the final results. Our Hong Kong team innovator from HKUS to the champion of the MBS EKS competition 2021 today. Okay, good job. And the first one up is the Pepper Oka from Taiwan, and the second one up is Hot Dog from Taiwan too. Actually, the score is very tight between the first and the second round. 86.12 and 85.18. So it's about like less than 1 point delta. Okay. Now I think it's time we should present the award to the winning team. Because of the second one up and the first one up is not with us on the same hall, so we will present the competition. I would like to invite Miss Lorenza Cole to help us to present our second one up.
Our champion is better voter. Once again, let's give a big hand to them. Now, may we invite Ms. Vanessa Cole from SAP, Mr. Shaw from AEHK, and Mr. Michael Chen, our organizer, to present the tracks and the souvenirs. Thank you, better voters. Congratulations to your hard work. And thank you, Ms. Cole and Dr. Shaw for presenting the prizes. Please take a seat. For the first and second runner-up, Paprika Milk Tea Company and Hot Dog, the prizes will be delivered later.
Thanks for the voter. Wow, Katie, it has been an intense day. I believe all participants have something to take away from today's EKS competition.
Yes. Once again, congratulations to the winning teams. You have done a great job.
I'm sure that all participant teams will be able to pick up insightful ideas from today's competition.
Last but not least, thank you for everyone who has supported us throughout this year. The competition will not be so successful without your support and dedication. This marks the end of the MBS EKS Competition Hong Kong 2021.
For all guests and students, would you please know that you have go to the reception area. It's not open for you outside the hall. And for you, if you want to exchange for you name certificates, please go to the control panel there to get your name search. Thanks so much. Have a good day.